Yeah,
get a point per quarter.
Each time you win a quarter, you get a point. And have a formula with wins and losses, factor in the points. Subsequent to that, you seed the teams.
So they were 0-3, and they were the worst team in preliminary play. And that was with Chris Dunn, who, by the way, played terrific for the 2 games he was here, 24 a game.
Top 8 teams get a bye. And thus you have 16, 24 that play the opening round games. And great format here.
Yeah, no, it's fun. And, you know, guys are really competing. You want to play for something. It's like playing on the golf course. I got to have some sort of bet. I'm not going to just play. You got to put something on the line. Pride, cash, whatever you want to do.
Hey, what about the 4 semifinal games we saw? Quarterfinal games a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
All 4 of them went down to the final possession.
Yeah, 1 overtime game, 1 1-point game, 1 2-point game, and 1 3-point game.
1-point contest here. 9 minutes to go. Jaron Grant. Good defense by Payne on the switch. Pass by Morgan, never made it. Tipped out of bounds with 8 left on the shot clock.
A good idea there. We'll see how long Pete Myers stays with this second unit. Remember when they came in the second quarter, they gave up that 22-0 run. We'll see if they can maintain here and see how long Pete Myers waits to put his guys back in, maybe to win this thing.
Nice move inside by Des Wells. Oh, he missed at the rim. They missed twice from point-blank range. Morgan the second time. Jones in a rush to Silas for 3.
Well, that was Suggs.
Check that, yes, Suggs.
Suggs. I like Suggs' stroke. 3 for 3 from downtown here tonight.
Stripped, but a foul called. Tyus Jones getting an easy look out of the pace.
It hasn't been maybe as aggressive to score, but 6 dimes on the night. That's a great look. You draw 3 defenders, find your shooter out in the corner, and Minnesota continues to shoot it well from deep, 8 of 17 on the evening.
JB, big picture. We talked about the young talent in Minnesota. We talked about the new coaching staff led by Tom Thibodeau. How much of an improvement do they make? Enough to make the playoffs this year, or is that a stretch?
Yeah, you know, I could see him as Dinwiddie has to fire late in the clock. I could see him winning 40 couple games.
40? Wow.
29 wins last year.
Right.
No foul. Wow.
And a quick hit ahead to Wells, who couldn't catch it. And Des Wells got to pull the parachute to slow down there.
Bo Jackson there. Monday Night Football up the tunnel. Let's see the play here. I thought this was a foul. Dinwiddie goes for the. Well, you know what?
That's a good call. Good no call.
I mean, Suggs really tried to search that out. I'm okay with it. That was a nice call.
You know what? They owe the officials one from the Toronto-Minnesota ending a couple of nights ago, right?
That was as bad as I've seen.
That's the payback right there. This time they didn't get the benefit of the call.
Turnover there. But getting back to Minnesota, I think they could be around 500. Go from 29 maybe to 42, 43 wins. Will that be good enough to get in the West? Probably not.
Wow, that's an exponential improvement. When you talk about getting better by 11 games in a win column.
Hey, I have full faith in that man right there. He's a tremendous coach. He had great success in Chicago, and there's so many pieces in Minnesota. I know they're young pieces. Look, they added a couple veteran guys. Cole Aldridge comes in. Brandon Rush comes in. I think they could make a significant leap. I really do. I'm not going to put them in the playoffs and put that kind of heat on Tom, but
I'll tell him you said that. Dinwiddie from deep.
I just shoved him off.
Yeah, Morgan called for the foul, and there's a look at some of the youth on the roster. Karl Anthony Towns, just 20 years old, and Zach LaVine.
Gorgie Jang, I like. Pekovic is now healthy. We'll see what we get out of him. I mentioned Aldridge comes over. You've got Wiggins. Payne's played well. Shabazz Muhammad. I don't know what Kevin Garnett's going to do. He mentioned that he wanted to keep playing. Obviously be more of a vocal leader for that group as Payne knocks down his jumper.
Boy, Adrian Payne impressing Tom Thibodeau. You look at the bottom of the Western Conference, though, this past season, JB, you could argue as Wells gets the lip, the West was a little top-heavy this year.
It was, but you had injuries with the Clippers. You had just a dysfunctional group in Houston. They got off to such an awful start. Firing Kevin McHale. Great finish there, Tyus Jones.
Sacramento had the same dysfunctional problem.
I think Houston's going to be better. Phoenix fell off the map. So there is possibly an opportunity to get in there right around 500, but I think it'll take a little bit more than that.
Nice step back move by Morgan, and this game really heating up.
Really is.
Guys looking for jobs, and I talked about not just the NBA personnel watching courtside, but scouts from Spain, Lithuania, Greece, Turkey, all here in attendance, looking to sign guys that might not be able to get onto an NBA roster.
Right. Well, and even if you're with a group, you might not get to make your team that you're with, but you might impress enough to get into somebody else's camp. I saw a laundry list of guys that were impressive that I know don't really have an opportunity to even go to camp with their group, but there's enough people here where they're going to keep the phone line open and take a call.
Christian Wood from the Philadelphia 76ers just signed a 2-year deal with Charlotte during the Summer League. Had to shut it down because of that. Jonathan Gibson, a great find, who
Dallas,
played in China, now signs with Dallas. He showcased his skills here during Summer League, so this is a great forum. Silas from deep. Clark with the putback miss.
You mentioned Gibson. He averaged 40 a game last year, and he didn't lead the league in scoring. In China, he was second in the league, averaged 40 a game. I like him, though, and Mark Cuban liked him.
Yeah, C.J. McCollum's brother actually played in China last year and led the league in scoring at 38 points a game. So.
CJ probably scored 80 a game over there with the kind of year he had and his ability.
2-point ball game with under 6 minutes to go here in Las Vegas. Welcome back to Las Vegas, everyone. Tonight at 11 Eastern Time. Come on by for Sports Center at Night with John Anderson and Kevin Connors. The guys will have all the baseball highlights from our NBA Summer League, as well as the rest of the day in sports, as we bid adieu to Las Vegas. The great 10 days we've had here at the Samsung NBA Summer League, covering some very compelling games and some great talent and skill on display. Let's see what the T-Wolves run on the sideline out of bounds here, coming out of break, 10 on the shot clock. Silas behind the screen, a little pick and pop action with Payne, who's short.
Good look.
Adrian Payne, the game's leading scorer. He's got 22. Minnesota, the Cinderella story of this tournament. The 24th seed. They were 0-3 in preliminary play. Grant with a nice ball fake. 5 on the clock. Good defense by the Timberwolves. Grant missed everything, and that's going to be a shot clock violation.
Grant couldn't get any iron there.
Pete Myers' Bulls got the stop.
See, Grant's got to take that shot. He gets the driving kick from Portis. He had an opportunity with about 5 on the clock. Anytime you get a good look in the NBA, you better take it, because chances are you're not going to get a better one.
Tyus Jones out front, the Samsung NBA Summer League MVP. Had a couple of big games in a row. Clark
out of bounds.
Stepped out of bounds. Traveled.
Oh, I didn't see that. I
see that happen so many times.
Well, you see the back foot goes out of bounds when you're in that corner. There's not a lot of room over there, but that time the official felt like he traveled.
Dinwiddie up court. Former member of the Pistons last year. To the rookie Denzel Valentine. Five on the clock for Grant. Not a lot of movement for the Bulls offensively. Portis has to launch, and he finds net.
Oh, he went with a little pump fake, too, to the corner. That's 4 threes now for Portis. 26 and 9.
Great stat line. The second-year pro Silas with a great ball fake and bucket.
He's got a really nice stroke, doesn't he?
Just like Dad. Stunning like his daddy. James Silas, former player in the ABA and NBA. Alicio kicks it out to Portis. You got to stay home on Bobby Portis from deep.
Job by Clark right there. Clear advantage for Felicio, and he doesn't take advantage. You see Portis as he continues to shoot the ball well from 3. The little pump fake to get the defense off him. And Silas with the show and go gets it to go. And we've got a nice competitive game. We've had a ton of competitive games this week.
Under 4 minutes to play. Wide open Cody Clark. Got it. And Minnesota leading by 4.
No hesitation, Cody Clark.
Yes.
Bobby Portis. You're from Arkansas and shoot the 3, so can I.
Mike Anderson's guys taking over here late. We might have to do the call to hogs, little ooh pig suey.
Your turn, my turn.
As Grant will go to the free throw line. Grant had 13 points and 3 assists yesterday against the Cleveland Cavaliers in their semifinal win, and he had some big buckets down the stretch, posting up Kay Felder, the shorter guard, as he knocks down the first foul shot. Grant so far 16 points, 7 boards, and 5 assists. Payne back in for Thomas. Ryan Saunders checking his playlist card. Going to draw one up here and call one for Tyus Jones. Ryan Saunders, the son of the late Flip Saunders, former colleague of ours at ESPN and NBA coach. Pass out of bounds. And a chance now for the Bulls to tie the game.
Clark gets hung in the air right there. Payne was not watching the play. And a costly turnover with 3 to go.
Grant with some nice handle, got tripped up.
Grant loves to get into the paint. We've been doing it all night. You see, he just trips over Silas's foot there.
Fouls
He's
against
explosive.
Foul's going to go against Cody Clark, his second, as we look at our leading scorers tonight. Bobby Portis with 26 points on 4 of 7 from downtown. That's a shot that he started to develop in the second.